Hello students. Today we are starting a new chapter, and the chapter name is quadratic equation. So, we already we had a equation ax square plus bx plus c equals to 0. So like this is the equation, and we can see the maximum power of the equation in this equation equal to 2, and here the condition for the quadratic equation is a is not equal to 0. This is the necessary condition for the quadratic equation. So here we can clearly see like the maximum power of the equation is 2. So we can say like the roots of the equation will be 2. Like roots means the values of the x that will satisfy this equation. So suppose like we are assuming the roots of the equation are alpha and beta. So I already told you that the roots means the values of the x that will satisfy this equation. So here I can say the alpha and beta will definitely satisfy this equation. So here we can write a alpha square plus b alpha plus c equals to 0, and a beta square plus b beta plus c equals to 0. Okay, so alpha and beta will satisfy this equation. Okay, and here also we have the two equations like the sum of the roots, like alpha plus beta will be equals to minus into coefficient of x. So here the coefficient of x equals to b, so minus b upon coefficient of x square a. So the sum of the roots will be minus b by a, and the products of roots alpha into beta equals to the constant upon coefficient of x square. So this will be c upon a. So from here we can say the sum of the roots and products of the roots, and like we have a d means discriminant, and this will be b square minus 4ac. Okay, so d equals to b square minus 4ac, and d means discriminant. Okay, so like we know equation, like if we want to calculate the difference of the equation roots, then like alpha minus beta whole square, alpha minus beta to whole square equals to alpha square plus beta square plus minus 2 alpha beta, and we know alpha plus beta square equals to alpha plus the beta the whole square minus 2 alpha beta, and minus 2 alpha beta equals to 4 alpha beta. Okay, so here we can write what is the value of the alpha plus beta, b minus b by a. So this will be b square upon a square minus का 4 c upon a. So here we can write alpha minus beta the mode equals to b square minus का 4ac upon a, or this will be root. like I'm rewriting this. Okay. B square minus का 4ac the square root upon a, or we can write the root d upon a. Okay, so this is the about the basic of the quadratic equation. Okay. Okay, so we have calculated the sum of the roots alpha plus beta equals to minus b by a, and products of roots alpha into beta equals to c by a, and the difference of the roots that will be root d by a. So these are very important. Now we know, like we already know, assume that the roots of the equation will be alpha and beta. So if we want to form a quadratic equation from these roots, so how we will form? This will be y equals to k. K is a constant. K into x minus alpha into x minus beta. Okay. Here we can write, or like also we equals to 0, or we can also write the like if x square minus alpha plus beta into x plus alpha into beta equals to 0. So like if we have the roots of the equation and we want to find the equation, then we can use this formula. Okay, like suppose we have the equation like the sum of the roots is minus 5 and the product of the roots equal to 10. So what will be the quadratic equation? So then the quadratic equation will be x square minus alpha plus beta minus का 5 into x plus alpha into beta 10 equals to 0. So this will be x square plus 5x plus 10 equals to 0. Okay. Okay. Now like we know like d means discriminant that is equal to b square minus 4ac. Okay, so we have the roots that are alpha and beta, that are roots. So we want to see the nature of the roots, and that will totally depend upon the d. So the nature of the roots will depend upon d. Like if we will calculate the value of d, then we can find the like value d greater than 0, or d equals to 0, or d less than 0. So from here like we can always find these three types of values, like d can be greater than 0, d can be equal 0, or d can be less than 0. So if d greater than 0, then the roots will be real plus real and distinct, means roots will be real and distinct. And if d equals to 0, then roots will real and equal. and if d less than 0, then roots will imaginary. Okay, so from here we can see the nature of the roots. Okay, so like we can also discuss the like graph, like if the d is greater than 0, then the graph will be this type or this type, and the curve is upwards, means a is positive. A, what is a equation like ax square plus bx plus c equals to 0. So the coefficient of x square, if a is greater than 0, then the graph will be upward, and a is less than 0, then graph will be downwards. And here we can clearly see like we are getting the two roots that are different, alpha and beta. Okay, if roots are equal but the roots are also real, that means graph will be look like this, like here this will graph, we will get the graph when a greater than 0 and here a is negative. So here like the alpha equals to beta, and here also like alpha equals to beta, means roots are equal. And imaginary means like the graph will be look like this or look like this, like a greater than 0 and a less than 0. This type of graph we will get for the different type of the values of d, like the nature of the d. So from this we can find the nature of the roots. Okay, okay, so we can see the like example. Okay, so like first one is, we have the equation x square plus 3x plus 2 equals to 0, and we have to find the nature, like we have to tell the about the roots, nature of the roots. Then we have to find the d, d will be b square minus 4ac, and that will be b means 3, so 9 minus 4 1 into 2, so 9 minus ka 8 equals to 1. So here we can clearly see like d greater than 0, so roots will be real and distinct, real and distinct. Okay, if we want to see the next equation, x square plus 2x plus 1 equals to 0. So here we will calculate d will be b square, 2 square minus like 4 minus 4 into a into c, so that will be 4 minus 4 0. So d, here we are getting d equals to 0, means roots will be equal and real, real plus equal. Okay, and if like question number 3rd, x square plus 2x plus 9 equals to 0. So what will be the roots, like nature of the roots? So d equals to b square, like 4 minus 4a into c, that will be 4 minus 36, that will be minus 32. So here d is negative, means roots will be imaginary. Imaginary means roots will be in the form of the like alpha plus minus ka iota beta. This type of roots we will get. Okay, okay, okay. Now like Okay, okay, uh, like we have d greater than 0 in this condition. If we have d greater than 0 and we have two cases like a b c, these are rational, and also abc are rationals, and d is perfect square. Okay, like d is perfect square and abc's are rationals, then roots will be rational. Okay, and in other case like abc's are rational and d is not perfect square, like d is not perfect square, then roots will be irrational. And irrational means like p plus minus root q, this type of, like we will get the roots in the form of pair, like p plus root q and another will be p minus root q. Okay, okay, now like we have the equation. First, ax square plus bx plus c is always greater than 0. Second, ax square plus bx plus c greater than equals to 0. Third, ax square plus bx plus c less than 0. Fourth is ax square plus bx plus c less than equals to 0. Okay, and here a is positive, a is negative, a is positive, a is negative. Okay, we have the four cases, like ax square plus bx plus c is greater than 0 means like always positive, and a is also positive, then the then here we can say like if the quadratic equation is always positive, here we can see the quadratic equation is always positive means d will negative here, the like it can be also the 0, so they will d is negative, here also d is negative because the always negative and d is negative. Okay, so the graph will look like this, like okay, equal to means like this type of, negative means this type of, and this type of. Okay, like we can see like the equation is always positive, then the condition we will apply d less than 0, and the equation is always positive equal to 0, then we will also apply this condition, and if equation is always negative, then we will also apply d negative, d less than 0. Okay, okay, now how to find the roots of the equation, how to find roots of equation. So there are like first method is we can directly calculate like the minus b up plus minus root b square minus 4ac upon 2a. From this formula we can get the values of like alpha and beta, like the roots of the equation. Okay, or also we can calculate like the with the, this is the first method, and the second method is with the help of the middle term split. Okay, so okay, so like we take the some example. First one is x square plus 3x plus 2 equals to 0. So first one is the split the middle term like the 3x. So we have to split this middle term into two terms, like the when we add these two terms then we will get the 3x, and if we multiply those terms then we will get 2x square. Okay, so here we can see like x and 2x. If we sum these two terms then we get 3x, and we multiply then we will get 2x square. So here we can see like x square plus x plus 2x plus 2 equals to 0, and here x, then x plus 1, plus if we take common 2 then x plus 1 equals to 0. Here also we can take the common x plus 1, then x plus 1 and x plus 2 equals to 0. So the product of these terms equals to 0, like x plus 1 equals to 0. Then here we will get x equals to minus 1, and if x plus 2 equals to 0 then we will get x equals to minus 2. Okay, so this is the method to split the middle term in two parts and find the roots of the equation. And the second method is like we can also calculate x square plus 3x plus 2 equals to 0 with the help of the formula minus b plus minus root b square minus 4ac upon 2a. Okay, okay, sorry, minus b plus minus root b square minus 4ac upon 2a. Okay, then x equals to minus b, like minus 3 plus minus root b square 9 minus 4 into a into c, like 8 upon 2 into a is 1. So x equals to minus 3 plus minus 1 by 2. So here we can get like the minus 3 plus 1 by 2, and x equals to minus 3 minus 1 by 2. So here minus 2 by 2 minus 1 or minus 2. Okay, so from this like we can get the roots of the equation. Okay, like we can see that like some important terms, like if we have equation like ax square plus bx plus c equals to 0, and we can see like a plus b plus c equals to 0, then one root will be 1 and other root will be c by a. Like put when we will get the a plus b plus c equals to 0, then x equals to 1. If we put the x equals to 1 in this equation, then we will get like a plus b plus c equals to 0. So the other root will be c by a. Okay, and second, like if we get a minus b plus c equals to 0, then one root will be minus 1, then other root will be minus c by a. Because like if we will get put x equals to minus 1, then we will get a minus b plus c equals to 0. So clearly we can see. Okay. And third one is like if we have the cx square plus bx plus a equals to 0, then the roots will be 1 by, if we have the roots of this equation like alpha and beta above equation ax square plus bx plus c, then the roots of this equation cx square plus bx plus a will be 1 upon alpha and 1 upon beta. Okay. Okay, like okay, we solve the some question like we have one root of the equation is 5 plus root 2. The question is we have a root of the equation is 5 plus root 2, then find the quadratic equation. Okay, so we know the first root is 5 plus root 2, or this is the irrational, then the other root will be 5 minus root 2, and the sum of the roots alpha plus beta will be 10, and the products of roots will be 5 plus root 2 into 5 minus root 2, that will be a plus b into a minus b, a square 25 minus 4 2 root 2 2, that will be 23. So we can write the equation x square minus sum of the roots 10x plus 23 equals to 0. Okay. Okay, thank you.